What up, world? It's your boy Jeff, aka Cool Boy Jeff, right here. This only place you can find the wave is the Wave 804. Got an inspirational guy right here, always sets the trend, man. You go introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, people? It's Nu3ra and Ness, young rap artist from Fredericksburg, Virginia, now in Richmond, Virginia. Make good music by my life.
Also, man, I want to say thank you for being here too, man.
Thank you.
And before we start, I always like to, to give you the honor of just so much of just giving so much inspiration and motivation to people. You know what I'm saying? I see the videos that you make in your car, and you always try to tell people about how they can make it, how they can stay focused, and also maturity counts.
Definitely.
What about yourself make you come up with these videos, and is it just off the top, or is it something that you kind of feel during the day, or just however you feeling?
It is off the top. It has a lot to do with how I'm feeling in the moment. But I feel like we have a responsibility. Like, I'm a little bit older than most of like the current artists that's out right now. So like I feel like because of the experiences that I've gone through, I have a responsibility to tell you both sides of everything. Everything isn't all about like partying and who we gonna mess with tonight and what drug we gonna do. Like, a lot of it has to do with like this is what you're gonna go through in your regular life. Like, these are things I learned. I don't mean it's gonna apply to everybody, but I feel like if you've gone through it, you have the responsibility to share it with other people.
So I see that you also do music as well. Can you detail more about that too?
Yeah, well, the music is pretty much kind of like similar to the videos. It's just a reflection of my life, what I go through, what I've been through, where I'm trying to go. So if you listen to my projects and my music, it's literally like a timeline of just my experiences. Like, even with the projects that I put out when I was younger, it's just like, those are like, I feel like they were good projects, but they were good projects based off of a 19-year-old's life, a 20-year-old's life. Now that I'm older, when you listen to my music, it's gonna be still good music, but it's music based off of where I am now.
So I understand that you is basically trying to elaborate on maturity on your music as well, from when you started when you was 19 into the age that you are now. Do you feel like it was kind of hard trying to separate yourself from then into now?
I don't think it was hard to separate myself as a person. Like, I feel like once people meet me, it's easy to decipher the difference between me and like a lot of people. But I do think that because we're in such a social media age, that a lot of artists are better at promoting themselves than I am. I'm not really big on like social media. I was never the one to like want my face all up in the cameras and stuff like that. So I'm like one of those people. I have to meet you face to face. Like, I want to see you eye to eye, and we just don't live in that world no more. Like, we live in a selfie, Instavid, Snapchat world. So that's probably the biggest issue.
So what things about these issues that you kind of it's like you don't kind of pay attention to, but you kind of have to use it to promote yourself as well? Because I know some people get caught up in the Instagram, the Twitter, and all other social media sites.
Right.
What about yourself that you hold on yourself, like, okay, I'm not even going to invest my time into it. I'm gonna use it for my music and any other aspects that you use, but I'm not going to just put my whole head into it?
Well, it's pretty much just about strengths and weaknesses. So like, in life, in my life, and I feel like in everybody's life, you have to be able to cater to whatever your strength is, and whatever your weakness is, you need people around you to be able to help with that. So marketing is not one of my strengths. Promotion is not one of my strengths. So to fix that, I have people around me that handle like making designs, making covers. I have people around me that help with promotion, help with marketing and reaching out to people. And I handle the music and the interviews and things like that. And that's also like a tool that I would say to anybody. Sometimes you do want to learn new things and learn a new craft, but if you try to learn a new craft and you just constantly like just headbutting the wall, that's probably because you need a better team of people around you.
That's what's up, man. You can go ahead and elaborate on the new music that you got going out, man.
Yeah, so I got a new project called Lights. It just dropped January 26th. If you haven't got it, go get it. It's on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, wherever you stream your music at, it's on there. It's just a project of a lot of different collective music. It starts off with Believe, which is just basically about, you know, the struggles of being like a aspiring rapper, especially when everybody raps, and all the things that people told me that I should do with my life, and me basically wanting to pursue this dream and make it a reality. And then it goes on to Regrets, which is just a song about the issues I've had in my life and things that I don't necessarily wouldn't go back and change, but just like things that I've learned. And it goes from that to songs like On My Own, which is like a more upbeat tempo song, just about getting things accomplished on my own, working, grinding, things like that. It's a mixture with like all different type of sounds. It's just a positive project.
Mm-hmm. Can you say, is there anybody that kind of influenced you to do music?
I would say originally Jay-Z. That was
Mm-hmm.
like the first, really like the first artist I ever listened to and actually like paid attention to. You know what I mean? And just and still to this day, honestly, because like the metamorphosis of him from when he first started to being a dude that was like playing with like real money at the Monopoly table, like flashy on the yachts, to the person now that's telling you to like fix your credit. So telling you like marriage is cool, like just like watching that, like he's more of like a father figure to me, and I never met the guy. You know what I mean?
I know Jay-Z, when he first started out, Reasonable Doubt was his first album. A classic.
Yeah.
But it didn't sell that much.
Right.
And you look at the maturity from then to now, you see that he mostly schools everybody on to think. Because at first he was talking about getting money and yachts and whatnot, but now it's more about business and more trying to stay focused. And for the similarity that I see from you and him, that when you first started out, like at the age of 19, you was making music about this and that at that particular time until now. What is something that, in those similarities, that you see from him to yourself?
I think honestly, like stubbornness. I think when you're young, like you think that you know everybody, know everything. People can't tell you anything. Like you have this on your own. Like, and the reality is that like you don't. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to learn. And a lot of times you learn after the fact. Like you'll learn. It's easier to learn through experience. Nobody can really teach you about life. And I think when Jay came out, Jay was on like, I'm gonna do this my way. You know what I mean? Labels aren't assigning me, so we gotta do this. We gotta do this our way. And there's a lot of things that I think even that he talks about on the album, like with situations with like On, or situations with like him and Dame and things like that, that he probably would have handled a different way. But you know, just being, that's how he became who he is today. And I think that is the same for me. I probably could have handled a lot of situations in my past differently, but that's how I became who I am now. So,
if there's one word that represents you in the form of your music, what would it be?
Persistence. Really, just I can't really tell you how many times I've been told no. Like when it comes to music, and it's not like I'm not whack, you know what I mean? So when it comes to music, it's like there's a lot of different things. Like being able to make good music is like literally like 10% of this business. Like there's so many other things, there's so much politics, money, agendas that go into this. But for me, it's just persistence. You could tell me no, and I'm gonna be like, all right, well, if he tell me no on this corner, I'm gonna go up the block and get it from him. I'm gonna get it somehow. So it's like, you don't have to see me eventually. Like you play me today, you gonna see me the next day. That's how I am.
And that's what's up, man. And a lot of people, they feel discouraged because if one person tell them no, they end up wanting to quit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also I can see so much consistency if from what you're doing as well, that you know you never let nobody tell you like, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, and you always stay focused and stay level-headed.
Yeah.
What is there something that you can give to an up-and-coming rapper that's looking for yearning for inspiration or motivation to stay focused?
I would tell you, don't, everything that's from the outside, ignore it. Like things that if you don't have control over it, don't worry about it. And that's not just with music, that's with anything. Like worry about what you can control. And if things are happening negative, the only way they stay negative permanently is if you make them in your head permanent. Because a lot of these things like that happen to you, they may happen today, and then tomorrow it might not be a big issue, you know what I'm saying? But it will continue to be that if you stress yourself out. And just going back to people telling you no, no isn't permanent either. No can mean yes, but not right now. You know what I mean? So never let somebody tell you no when you snap on them or you come out of character. You know what I'm saying? When maybe they're just waiting on you to do something you didn't know you could do yet. There's a lot of things, man, but it just comes with experience. It just comes with failure. You're gonna fail a lot if you want to be successful. There's no way around it. If you're trying to get through this industry without messing up, you might as well quit because it's not gonna happen, and everything ain't gonna come out perfect. And it's cool. You don't have to be perfect. You have to be better than you was. And that's it.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely needed that. No, because it's just like I understand that. For me, being at my age at 23 and sitting there watching the Jay-Z's, the Diddy's, and the 50 Cents, and just watching them through online, to actually hear it is very different because you understand it more. And I know a lot of people out here that's my age, they don't have that because whether it's the family situation or they just don't have nobody in their lifestyle. But I know for a fact, listening to what you were saying the other day and what you were saying speaking in the car was very influential. Do you ever meet people who watch your videos and be like, hey man, I really needed that, you know, thank you for what you done, and it just kind of threw you off guard even though that you were doing it for the right purpose?
Not yet. Really, because I just started making these videos. Like, this is something that these are thoughts that I've always had, but like it randomly clicked a couple weeks ago. Like, I should start like me and my girl have these conversations all the time, but like randomly I was like, I should start filming this, because like I think that I'm not right about everything, but I think a lot of things, you know, may help somebody. You know what I mean? And even if people don't tell me like, yo, that helped. Even if you see this video and you're like, yo, that was dope, and you never tell me, as long as you got what you needed to get from it, like I'm cool. You know what I mean? I gotta handle mine.
That's what's up, man. And can you tell everybody where to find your music at, man?
Yeah, Apple, Tidal, Spotify, Bandcamp. Follow me, Nu3ra Ness, Nu3RANESS. My website is thenewera.com, so that's THENU3RA.com. And yeah, support, man. If you like the album, tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your babysitter. I don't care. Let people know. All right, appreciate it.
Got you, man. I do appreciate you being here, man. I see a legend in this time.
Thank you for having me.
And no problem, man. This is the only place you can find a way is the Wave 804, and we out, man.